Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Angel Merino, but you can call me Mac Daddy. Today's video is extra special because I will be doing my very first tutorial using my brand new Supreme Nudes collection, which I am so excited. It is launching this Friday, the 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on artistcouture.com, and it will also be available on Sephora.com and in Sephora stores on March 27th. I literally have been dying to film videos for you guys using this entire collection ever since I started to get my samples in. I'm obsessed with everything. I'm honestly so excited to finally show you guys performance and payoff and just how I love to use this collection. I created this beautiful, gorgeous, like halo eye, which is very classic me if you've been following me for a while. And I'm just super excited to get this going. So if you guys want to know how to get this look, then keep on watching. I secretly have been wearing this baby for like the past 6 months, and every single time I wear it, you guys ask me on Instagram and stories, you guys message me like, what are you using? What's on your eyes? Like 9 times out of 10, it's been this baby right here. And the fact that I finally get to show you guys how I like to use it, show you how incredible the performance is, the payoff, the blendability, like it just feels so good. It feels damn good. And I'm so excited that this is finally happening. So let's get started. Before we get started, I am gonna put a little bit of setting powder underneath my eyes just to catch any fallout because we are gonna be dipping in a few different shades and things might get a little messy, so I just wanna make sure that we catch the fallout just in case. I'm gonna go in with a little translucent powder and a beauty blender, and I'm just gonna pick some of this up. All right, so now that I have this setting powder underneath my eyes to catch any fallout, I am gonna put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids to act as like a base. I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath Sublime Perfection Concealer. This concealer has been like one of my favorites lately. So I'm just gonna do a little tiny little dot, just like this. And then I'm just gonna take the bottom of my beauty blender and I'm just gonna blend this out. So before we get started, I did wanna point something out to you guys because this is something that I was like super specific about. So as you guys know, the new component and all of our components moving forward that are core items to the brand, like this baby right here, will be in this gorgeous packaging. But one of the things that I was so picky in particular about was the mirror inside of the palette. Not only did I need a really amazing mirror inside the palette, I wanted to make sure that the palette itself bent all the way back. So you guys can see it doesn't kind of have like a stopping point. You can literally bend it all the way back. The reason being is I'm low-key blind. So whenever I do my makeup, I'm literally like in the mirror, like literally like in the mirror, as you guys have probably seen me before. So it's really important that I'm able to like, you know, really get all up in it so that I can really see like what's going on and what I'm doing. Anyway, so we're gonna get started with this shade called Eccentric right in here. It's one of my favorite shades in the palette. Fun fact, it's also one of the shades that took the longest to make. I really wanted to make sure that we had like a nice, like dirty mustard tone in this palette. So we went through a lot of shade submissions for this one, because I wanted to make sure that it was like the perfect shade. It wasn't too mustard, it wasn't too dirty, because a lot of times with like these mustardy tones, as you're blending them, they can start to look a little like muddy and skippy. So it did take us a little while, but I think that we have created the most beautiful, perfect mustard shade. I'm gonna go in with this blending brush. This is from Morphe. This is an M533 brush. We're also gonna zoom the camera in a little bit more so that you guys can, you know, get a better look at what's going on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up the shade Eccentric, just like that. Now, if you're familiar with my Midnight Maven palette, if you were lucky enough to experience the magic for yourself, you guys know that our matte formula is absolutely incredible. A little goes a long way, so you don't need to like completely like load up your brush with product. I like to just kind of like tap in here just to barely pick it up on the tips of the brush. The key with these colors, especially the mattes, is really kind of like patting them into place and really getting them where you want them and then blending them out. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and start with applying this shade in my crease, all over our crease. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start to just kind of like tap it right where I want it. You guys can see like right away, it just kind of like gets the job done. So I'm just gonna tap where I want that shade, just like so. And then I'm gonna start to give it a nice little blend. And I like to do that by moving my brush in like a nice circular motion. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more just like right in the inner corner, right in here, because we really wanna make sure that we are dragging this shade all the way from like the outside of the eye to the inner corner. Okay, so I'm feeling really good about this. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade right in here called Aesthetic. It's like the most gorgeous terracotta shade. It's like the perfect color to add like richness and dimension to any look. So we're gonna go ahead and apply this on the inner and outer corner of our eyes. I'm gonna pick it up with this brush. This is a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH36. It's a little bit smaller than the brush I was using before. And again, like I told you guys, we just kind of lightly wanna just pick up a little bit of that on the brush, and you guys can see it just picks up a nice amount. And we are going to apply that right on the outer corner. And I like to do this in like a circular motion, if you will, just like right in here. Really just like to like pack and build that shade. I like to do this in a round motion because I still wanted to kind of like hug my eyes and kind of still take like more of a round shape. If you do want it to take a little bit more of like a cat eye pulled out shape, you guys can kind of do this in like a little bit more of like a sweeping out motion. But for myself and my eyes, I like to just kind of keep this a little bit more round. I'm also gonna pick up some of that shadow on the belly of the brush. So instead of just going in with like the tip of the brush, I'm kind of laying it on its side and picking it up on the belly, if that makes sense. And I'm going to kind of lightly start to bring that in and sweep it in a little bit more onto the eyelid. I just really love how these mattes blend out. They're so buttery and so creamy. And they just really, really get the job done. I'm gonna go back in with that brush that I used before, just to kind of like blend the edge of that shade that I just applied into the crease a little bit more. And now we're going to apply that same shade aesthetic right on the inner corner as well. Again, I just like to tap and build that shade, really build that pigment. Feeling really good about how this is looking. We're getting that nice halo effect. I'm gonna deepen it up and make it a little bit richer. I'm gonna add the shade Mink in the inner and outer corner of my eyes, just, you know, give it a little bit more of a punch. And I'm gonna go in with this little baby blending brush. This is also a Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brush. This is the JH40. So I'm literally just tucking this right on the outer corner. This is just to give it like a nice little kick, to add a little bit more drama. You guys can see the key to creating this kind of look is switching out different brush sizes so that you're not overlapping the shades too much and you get a really nice gradient blend. So now to really bring this look all together, I'm gonna go in with this shade right in here. This is Lavish. It's the most beautiful, like antique gold shade. She's a gorgeous metallic tone. Ooh, so rich, so pretty. This shade is so versatile. You could literally just kind of like apply it with your finger if you wanted to and wash it all over your eyelid, or you can apply it with the brush, which is what I'm going to do because I want the placement to be very specific right in the center of my eye to really do like that halo effect. So I'm gonna pick up this brush right in here. It's like a small dense brush. And I'm lightly just going to pick up some of this right in here on the brush. And just to kick up the shade a little bit more, once I have it on the brush, I'm just gonna give it a little spritz of a spray. This is, you guys know how much I love this, my watermelon glow mist, but you can literally use whatever kind of spray you want. And I'm lightly just gonna start to just kind of build this right in the center of the eyelid. Ooh, you guys can see that nice metallic sheen and pop. It just really, really brings this together. I love the shade so much. And then right where that shade kind of stops, you're just gonna lightly just kind of tug at it to just make it look a little bit more blended and not super harsh. And then I'm just gonna go back in and concentrate a little more color just right in the center. And to finish framing my eyes, I'm gonna go in with this Sigma Medium Sweeper. This was from the Roxette Arisa and Sigma collab. I love this brush so much. And we're gonna pick up that shade right in here, that beautiful mustardy tone, Eccentric. And I'm just gonna use this brush to lightly just kind of sweep and smudge this color underneath my lash line. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and sweep off all of this powder underneath my eyes. And as you guys can see, it just does a really great job at making sure that we don't get any fallout under. I go back in with this bronzer brush and a little bit of this MAC bronzer just to kind of like blend right in here. Sometimes I feel like that like setting powder under the eyes can make the bronzer look a little wonky, so I just want to like make sure that we're good. And because we did have that under eye powder underneath the eyes, I want everything to look nice and hydrated. Everything just marries into each other, so I'm gonna spray a little bit of this watermelon glow mist just to kind of make my skin look nice and dewy. It smells so good. All right, and while that is kind of like setting and doing its thing, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes off of camera and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and I applied some lashes off of camera. I'm wearing Daddyy lashes in the style Saucy. I'm also wearing this MAC Extended Play Mascara. I use this for my top and my bottom lashes. And for my little bronze liner in my inner waterline, I use this from Jouer. This is actually not a liner. This is a cream eyeshadow crayon that I like to use as a liner, and this is in the shade Baroque. So moving on to glow, I figured I wanted to do something a little bit more golden to really kind of complement and play off of the eyes. So I'm gonna go in with my Gold Digger Diamond Glow Powder. Fun fact, this was one of the original 6 shades that I created. This was actually one of the first shades that I created. It's the most beautiful, like gorgeous gold tone, so we're gonna apply this on our cheeks. As you guys know, I always like to kind of like spritz a little bit of some type of spray on my skin before I apply it. It just really allows the powder to really melt into the skin. And I'm just gonna open it and we are just gonna kind of work off of the product that's in here. I'm gonna pick it up with a brush. This is the AC03. It's a beautiful, gorgeous tapered brush, and I'm just gonna pick up some of this product on that brush and we are going to dust this in our cheeks. So if you've never tried my Diamond Glow powders, I'm gonna kind of, give you a little rundown. The reason that they are so incredible is because they are a loose highlighter, so you're not gonna have like any crazy weird streaks. All of the pearls literally melt into the skin. It just really gives your makeup like a second skin look. It just looks really nice and natural, just really, really effortless. Like it doesn't look streaky, which is my favorite part about it. And I like to just kind of like go to town with this brush, and you guys can see like the glow is like next level. It's so amazing. It's one of those like glow from every angle moments, which I absolutely love. And don't be afraid to just like really layer it and pack it on. That's what I love about them too, is you can kind of go a little bit like softer, a little bit more subtle. Like I'll show you guys on this cheek a more kind of like subtle version if you want that, which, why? I'm literally just kind of, again, picking it up on that brush and just do more of like a light sweep. And you guys can see it's like, she's there, she's cute, she's a little subtle. And then this side, she's like really there. So you can definitely build it and layer it. But if you are more of a subtle girl, maybe you're like going to the office or Target, or you just kind of want something a little bit more toned down, you can definitely like, do that as well. But since it's me and since it's you guys and it's this video, we're just gonna layer it on a little bit more to really, really, ooh, you see that? To really get that to pop nicely. I always feel like a trophy when I wear this. I just feel like I'm the prize. I always say I'm the prize. It's kind of like my thing that I tell my friends whenever I'm like dating someone. I'm like, I'm the prize. And with this highlight, I'm like, you're literally the prize, sis. Like you're like the gold. You're the gold, you're the trophy, you're the prize. Gonna put some up here as well. You guys know I love my little pop right up here. Just such a gorgeous highlight. And this literally looks incredible on all skin tones. Light, fair, medium, dark, deep. Like it is gonna look incredible on you. Gonna also apply some on my nose just to make it pop, snatch it even more. I just love a good nose highlight, honestly. Like just the way that it snatches up my whole life. Like I just get my life snatching my nose, honestly. That's what really just brings it all together for me, is that little button right there. Just gives you a little, just really pinches that nose. So good. And I'm also gonna apply some on the inner tear ducts of my eyes. Like I'm just, ooh, I did a little too much. It's all good. Just dust her off. I was just feeling it, girl. Just getting right in there. All right, so I'm feeling good about the makeup. It looks so good. To complete my look today, I'm gonna go in with my brand new Silk Cream lipstick. I absolutely love the shade. It is the shade Saucy Gal. I feel like this is such a gorgeous nude. It looks incredible on everyone. And the thing that I love about these lipsticks, not only are they super creamy and hydrating and moisturizing with insane color payoff, but they literally look completely different on every complexion. So whether you're light, fair, medium, dark, deep, you can absolutely wear this shade and it'll literally look different on every single person. I find that for me, it's kind of like the most perfect nude. It is just so versatile. You can wear it on its own. You can wear it with a lip liner. You can wear it with a lip gloss. But for today's look, I'm just gonna wear it on its own and you guys will see just how it just completely transforms my entire look. And it has like this beautiful, like subtle, like hint of almost like fruit. It just smells so good, but it's subtle. It's not too much. It's not too crazy, but I almost want to like eat the lipstick. Is that Is that weird? I don't know. It just feels incredible on the lips. Like it just glides so effortlessly, and a little literally goes a long way. When we started working on these lipsticks literally over a year ago, we were trying to figure out like what kind of finish we wanted to do for our first lipstick. And you guys know I love, love, love a glossy moment, which is why hence we have other gloss formulas that I've been so crazy about. But I've never really been into lips that look super, super dry. I've always felt like lips need to look healthy and hydrated. You know, I love me a little juicy lips. So I really wanted to create a formula that just was super comfortable. Like this literally doesn't feel like you have anything on your lips. Something that's super smooth and creamy. And that's exactly what this feels like, but also something that just looked really beautiful and healthy on the lips. So I love that it has like a beautiful, like a subtle sheen. Like it's not too glossy, but it's not matte. It just makes the lips look really nice and healthy. And if you want to kick it up, you can definitely add like your favorite lip gloss or one of my plush pouts or one of my Diamond Lip Tease glosses. All right, guys, and that pretty much completes this look. I'm so happy that I'm finally getting to do these tutorials for you guys. I literally have been wanting to like scream to the world about this new collection because I just think it's so beautiful. It's so versatile. And it's something that I've just been wanting to do for the longest time, and it just finally is here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget that this collection will be available this Friday, March 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it will be available in Sephora stores and on Sephora.com on March 27th. So make sure you guys set your alarms, pick up this collection because I'm telling you, this is a staple, this is a must-have, and this is something that's gonna look great and be amazing for everyone across the board. I hope that you guys are just as excited as I am. I cannot wait till you guys get this collection in your hands and you guys start to recreate these looks. I will be uploading tons and tons of tutorials using this entire collection. So let me know in the comments below what kind of looks you guys would like to see from this palette. Do you guys want something a little bit more like daytime, a little bit more subtle? Do you guys want more dramatic looks? Like, let me know what you guys want, and I promise I will do my best in creating tons of different makeup looks for you guys. I also think I want to kind of have a few guest artists as well, because I think that like different artists have such a different perspective on how to use this palette that I think you guys would really enjoy. So if there's anybody that you guys want to see on this channel, let me know in the comments below as well. And before you go, don't be shady, be a lady. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a beat and you don't miss any tutorials using this brand new collection. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye guys.